Alright guys, first video recording on this game. So this is Creeper World 3, which is normally a game that's sort of puzzle oriented but has a campaign where you discover the various cannons, towers. It's a sort of tower defense game with Creeper. For those of you who know it already, you know the normal way to play it. I am going to focus, however, on the non-normal way to play it, which is more puzzle, and that is by going into the corner space, you have access to the community maps. There are thousands of them. The community is extremely prolific, and if you type CSM, which stands for something I completely forgot, Creeper Corner Candy style map. I got it. It's right here. So that has nothing to do with Creeper. Then you go into a reverse function of the game where the players, the community, has actually developed a very interesting concept, and that is to basically use the main mechanic of the game, which is Creeper versus Anti-Creeper, and to basically mostly play on the values, basically on how much Anti-Creeper you manage to generate. So let's jump into a new map that I haven't played. So you can filter here into the favorites, in progress, completed, and so I clicked on the filter not played, so I'm only going to play new maps that I haven't touched, and there are quite a lot of them. You click into the detail, you can see the map. So as it stands, for those of you who do not know it, it looks a little bit weird. It's like a labyrinth, and you have like some strange stuff. And the most strange of it all is that we are going to play without any tower, without any defense. We download the map, it's very quick, it's just a couple of megas, and let's start it. I will be doing quite a few of those puzzles of various sorts. I really like Creeper World 3 for those labyrinth type puzzles that the community developed, because they are really fun to play. Not always easy. You can have actually very, very hard ones. And it's always a surprise. Like the direction in which the creator of the map went is very interesting. Like almost every time you have some similarities, but also some very specific scenarios for the map. The first thing we can see on this puzzle, for example, is that we have here a zone where all the portals, so those are gates or portals in which the creeper or the anti-creeper can pass, and all of those gates are connected. So let's say that I managed to send my anti-creeper into the yellow gate somewhere, then all the yellow gates are going to start pouring out anti-creeper. But then it means that all the yellow gates are suddenly opened, and any creeper within this circuit, within this combination of gates, will add against my anti-creeper. So we need to build up a very strong anti-creeper and then progressively open the gates in order to resolve the map. You can see that the map is filled with creeper generators. Each of them will have different values. Let's check on that line, for example. So this is a progressive line, so obviously the first one should not be too much, but the last one will probably be very strong. If we look on this side, we have a 99 creeper every 1000 milliseconds, so every seconds, 99 creeper generated. On this side, we have exactly the same, so I stand corrected. Okay, I don't know why then this thing has been made. Okay, looks to me like it's going to be some sort of a progressive trigger that will release more and more bonuses for us once we are strong enough. I'm going to place the command center immediately, the orbital command, and the orbital command in these maps are always placed into a high of 2 most of the time, almost ever seen in a different high. And the high of the circuit is something that we will play a lot with. High of 2, why? Because basically whoever created the map wants to give you a chance to not get the orbital command immediately attacked by creeper. Now we have a red portal here. That red portal is actually linked to this one, and this one is within the sphere of influence of this mega creeper generator. which boosts up all the creeper generator around, and we have monstrous ones here. We can find a 945 creeper generator here, 765, and this one who's actually within the radius of those two gets a double bonus cumulated at 1190. So this is gigantic. So what happens is, how does that work? Basically, we are going to play with the high of the walls. So one of the only building that you can build is the turp. And in these maps, the turp is basically the fundamental building that you will have. The turp and reactors to give them the juice they need. If you go into weapon, all of the weapons have been disabled. If you go into Titan, you have the forge. Why? Because you will often have energy issues, and also you want to have the possibility to quickly send your packets of energy and anti-creep, or I don't know what. No, you don't send anti-creep, you mostly send energy and resources and ammunitions. And you need to send them fast, just to make the map a bit faster. And then orbital, you have your command center. Some of those maps have 2 command centers, some of those maps have even 3 command centers. Most of the map will have only 1. Now in the structures, we have the collectors, we have the relay, we have the reactors, we have the siphon, in case of. They are not always used, so maybe we find some siphon in here, but nothing sure about that. And we have the guppy, which are rarely used, but sometimes they do unlock the puzzle. Okay, so the first thing we can see, the second thing we can see, so first thing we saw is that all the gates here are connected to one another, but separated by level 10 walls. Why level 10? Because the level 10 walls are unbreachable. And this is the reason why they tweaked a little bit the coding into the map generation. You cannot build level 10 walls. When you build a level 10 wall, it will stop at 9, basically. And why is that so? Because one level of wall is 100 creeper or 100 anti-creeper. At 101 or at 100.1, the creeper passes over, or the anti-creeper passes over the wall. At level 2, 200, at level 3, 300, etc. At level 9, 900. You would believe exactly 899. You would believe that's enough, but no, it is not. Just here, we have a creep generator of 1190. And by the time this creep generator starts pushing the creeper a little bit everywhere in the zone that it is connected to, eventually to this to this gate here, then the creeper is going to accumulate progressively. By the time you manage your map, it will pile up to a point where it passes over the 900 threshold, and then bad things happen. So the first thing that you want to check is, where does that gate go? Also, in this zone where we have this mega creeper, do we have any other gates? I do not see any other gates. Here we have a one-way gate, and on this side we have level 10 blocker. That gate, however, will let the creeper pass and go all the way down here. Now, the creeper should stop here. Now, in theory, the original level 10 walls should block whatever the level of creeper. They are like unpassing walls. But from one map maker to another map maker, it might be really different, so who knows. Now, an interesting thing to look at is this one. This one is protected by a wall and is actually fairly close to this one, so definitely the brown gate might be one of the gates we need to use in order to be able to pass and start attacking in the end game, sort of. Another thing we want to analyze is that the yellow gate, which is very often in those maps one of the first gates you want to conquer, the yellow gate here is within the same zone of one of those mega creeper, And by defeating this Mega Creeper 3 times, so it has 2 more lives, you defeat that Mega Creeper 3 times, and it acts as a how do you call those? It's a strange creeper generator. This one, the blue creeper generator, and then I will stop my explanation. Starts playing. The blue creeper generator explodes on defeat. So if you manage to overtake this generator, it will explode and release a huge amount of creeper. It's written here, releases 17,100 creeper upon death, so it's going to overflow, and then you have to fight against that monstrous wave of creeper. Any other creeper generator that you defeat will turn toward an anti-creeper generator. So the whole point of this puzzle, turning over the creeper toward anti-creeper, until you manage to defeat all of them. Immediately, we know that this red gate leads into a very, very heavy area, boosted up by the Mega Creeper here, the Mega Creep generator. So we are going to use these, and these are gate closer, like some sort of corks. And I'm going to click on it and immediately close that gate. It's not moving now because we are paused, but as soon as I will release the time, it will go and it will close the gate. We have a second one. We might want to check if there are any traps. Very often in these puzzles, the map maker might want to create a trap, which you don't see coming and destroys you after some conditions are met. For example, here we have a wall of level 2, that means it will block up to 101. And do we have a creep generation of over 100? And the answer is no. We have 50s here, 50 here, 99 here, and 99s here. Those two 99s are not going to accumulate. They are going to fill up this zone up to 99 creeper. Alright, so I don't see any immediate threats. Maybe what we could want to do is to block this gate from getting creepers. Let's check what that gate does. It's connected to this gate. This gate has an absorber here. The role of the absorber I'll explain later, but basically the creeper will not pass. This gate is empty, this gate is empty, this gate is empty, this gate is empty. It leads into this. So this is a building that normally generates those little bots that attacks you and blocks your defenses. They have been reconverted here into bonuses. So once they are flooded with anti-creep, so you need a minimum of 4 levels of anti-creep to activate them, they will boost up the power of all your anti-creep emitters. And at the very beginning, most of the time, we start with 1. Where is our anti-creep emitter? I do not see it. It might be here. Or we just have a high level of anti-creep and we need to use it to overflow something. This is, oh, this is funky. Okay, this is an interesting map. I do not see an anti-creep generator. I see, however, 2 pools of anti-creep. And we might need to release that anti-creep, which seems to have a pretty high value, minus 30. We need to release that anti-creep and free our first creeper generator. I'm seeing here a level 20. So this one produced 20 and we have 30. Will that be enough to go here and free up this creeper? Now here we have a huge amount. 1,884. That's a monstrous amount of anti-creep. We need to open that door, so that might be the first thing to do, opening that door. Okay, maybe the 30 are just here to give enough anti-creep to activate the door, and then we open that door and we flood not just the yellow door, but every creeper generator around. Here we have 300, 500. I don't know what will happen. Let's try it. Okay, let's try it. So we're gonna start. Immediately, I'm blocking this area. I will have to clean it now. Do we see anything in the yellow? We see nothing on the yellow. So we don't have any creeper that was generated in the yellow zones, which is a good thing for us. It's a good sign. Okay, so what do we need? We need immediately to build a terp. I'm gonna build my first terp here. It's gonna take a bit of time. I don't have a lot of energy. So I will build a couple of reactors just to boost up my energy so it's not too slow. Eventually we might want to play with the time 3 and time 4 because sometimes on those maps things can go really slow. Due to the fact that we are mostly into this constant confrontation between creeper and anti-creeper. And then now that you have all the basic set of rules, for the future map that I will play, I will not go back through explaining all the details of a map like this. You might have anti-bonuses, they would be like this but red. That means that they make you lose power for all of your anti-creepers. And you might have some funky bonuses such as this crystal, sort of, and you can also have a red crystal, so the green one is going to weaken all the creeper emitters, while the red one would actually do the contrary. It will weaken all the creeper emitters. I am going to immediately release this because I have a feeling that we are on the time. We are on the time schedule here because we are generating a huge amount of creep. And even if there is enormous amount here, what will happen if we let that one generate too much? So the creep is already getting pretty high there. So let's release this, free up the number 2 door, just in case. Yeah, no, there is nothing to be done here. I will have to very quickly close the door back, and that's why it's important to get those. Because then the red is going to flood the green, and then it's all of the green door that's going to be flooded by creeper. Let's see what happens. Yes, we got the 300, we got the 500. Good stuff. Are we turning it? Yes. Okay, we are turning those. We are turning those. Are we turning more? The creep is going that direction, so at the moment this is not too bad. Can we do better than that? That would be nice. Oh, this is not going to do anything good. Okay, I think at that point I close. Now here we have too much creep generated. But our creeper are at 60 already, which is pretty strong. I wonder why there is so much creep. There shouldn't be so much. Okay, that passed. Oh, there is so much creep because we had 500 creep being generated. Okay, come on, you can do better than that. I'm going to keep it open. I mean, it's too late anyway. I'm gonna keep it open. Hopefully, we can manage to free up another bonus. But now those guys are working for us. So they are doing 50. What is generating so... Oh, the 500 is turned back. Okay, my bad. So I made a mistake there. Fatal mistake. We are good to start all over again. It doesn't matter. It was just the start. But I made a mistake. We cannot allow the 500 to turn back. So blocking the 500 from generating too much creeper seems to be the first trap that the map maker created. I'm going to immediately put my terp blocking this door, this gate, and we are building the terp. I'm going to already set the terrain level for 1, and as soon as the 2 turns, I will open it. I think it's important that we manage to turn this 45 despite the amount of creep being generated. If we cannot do that, I'm afraid the creep will come back. So we're gonna leave it open for a little longer. I hope not to, but we are going to leave it open a little bit. Okay, I might have made a mistake here. This takes too much time. Deactivate. We are really on a tight schedule, so we really need to have this fall as soon as possible. How much? It's already at 200. It's really generating a lot of creeper. Come on. So this one is unlocking. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Can do it. Done. That should allow us for a stronger wave that should turn more creeper generator. We really want this one to be turned. We want this amount of creep to be beaten by our current anti-creep. Okay, we got the 60. Okay, we got the 60. This one is going to do some catastrophe. Can I move my terp in time? 43, 42. Okay, there isn't too much anymore. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I need to close it. If I don't, that's gonna be bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That should be enough. Those are 15s, so that should be fine. And here's 20. Okay. Okay, we blocked this one, so we are not going to turn it off, because if it releases 17,100 creep, it basically gonna destroy everything we had. So I am going to turn it off. That should, in theory, now be strong enough to sustain it. Now this one is gonna explode, but cannot pass this to this side because of this gate here. We still have a lot of creeper, but that's a little bit confusing. We should not have so much. Maybe what I could do is close those doors with my terp and allow for a stronger support. There we go. I'm closing the gates, so those anti-creeper are now not wasting their effort into going into stronger creeper generators, and they are now pushing back, because these gates are only purple. They are not blue. Those gates are only purple, meaning that they are restrictive to creeper only. They are not restrictive to anti-creeper. This generator, who's currently generating 70 anti-creeper, pushes through the gates in that direction. This saved our placement. Now we are having some good results here. We have yet another one here that is very scary. I'm gonna cut it off. I don't want to open those guys yet. I will eventually, but not yet. If I do that now, that's gonna overflow and destroy everything. We have managed to unlock 3 bonuses, and this is the reason why, almost 4, once the yellow will be completely ours. This is the reason why we are now generating 40. Why are we generating 40? What just happened? Oh, something bad happened here. Wait. Was it this one? Okay, the yellow does not have its anti-creep anymore. My bad. Because this one is emptying its anti-creep into the void. But I can open this. Okay, let's generate another terp. This here, it's a small bonus that gives reactor, 3 reactor for free. You have to place this on those squares. And when you place them on the squares, it gives you a huge bonus in energy, specifically for this one because it's reactor based. Can I find another yellow? Yes, I can put it there. I need to connect it, however. So I'm gonna place a few relays on the freed zone, like this. I'm gonna move my terp, and I'm going to make sure that we are connected. Now both my terp and the reactors are connected, therefore we're gonna have a much better energy level. Here we have 45 level of creep because this one is flooding creep. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this, but the first problem we have right now that we need to deal with is reopening that. This is absolute paramount. We have too much creep here that's sucking up our anti-creep, so we are going to close this passage. Now we have here something very special. This, if we give it juice, will absorb a large amount of resource, but give an upgrade to one of or multiple of your no, that would be bad if this one opens. I think it's refilling with creeper. What happens once it's completely full? I'm gonna bring my terp up there. I need to open that. And while doing that, I'm just going to temporarily close that. Okay, so I'm just trying right now to stop the hemorrhage. I need... So things are not advancing here, but it's not a huge waste because when those go back to 60, they will eventually overtake those. I'm gonna bring the terp here anyway. Oh god, this terp is already empty. Okay. As I said, energy issues. Alright. Let's build a few more of these. Let's actually reactivate this one. I'm going to place a second one just for the sake of it. And we're gonna keep things the way they are. I don't want to overflow the green. Okay. So, soon we want to place our forge in order to speed up all of this. We could place the forge in this area, actually. Hey, that's not a stupid idea. Because no, like I can see there is an area big enough for the forge here. But this is actually annoying me right now. I could wait for it, but I don't have to wait for it. Because I am given another area where I can build the forge. Also, I see that we could... Oh no, so this is a level 7 floor upon which the crystal is placed. So you need to already have 701 creeper minimum. We got some more reactor here in order to be able to activate this bonus. I need another square. Where do I have a square that's available? Maybe here. If I place a relay here, that should work. Okay, we're opening the doors, closing these, and now we should have enough. I say that and I did not even close this. What am I doing? So we need to stop the bleeding. There we go. Now we are good. Okay, now the yellow stops emptying itself. We can check the other zones if there are any zone that's actually connected. There is another zone here connected to creeper. I need to close it. Ah yeah, 300. So we are bleeding anti-creep from this side. Here, as you can see already, the anti-creep is pushing back. We are now at 50. Soon we're gonna have this power that will boost our emitters to 60. And once we unblock those two, we will be at 80. +1 and +1. Every time you have a +1, it's basically +10 anti-creep. Some of those bonuses would be +2 or +3. I'm going to go faster because right now things are very slow. So yeah, there we go. And I want to stop the bleeding. since we have a 300 here, the 300 can be overtaken only over 300. So I'm going to put a level 4 wall that we will only pass once we are really big. Now we will see when it comes to the bonus. So one thing I did not explain, these here can continuously upgrade, if you ask it, specific emitters, and you just need to do a shift U on an emitter like this, click, and it will upgrade it. If you just click U, it will upgrade it one time. If you click shift U, it will upgrade it as many times as it can. Now let's just make a test. We are currently, okay, we passed at 90. We have unlocked those two bonuses. Now all of our anti-creepers are at 90. Oh, we need to be vigilant with this one. I need to try to stop it before that happens. I'm gonna put a gate level 3 if I can. You need to beat it quick. Quick, before the blue gets taken. I mean, it's not the end of the world if this one explodes. It's just going to cover all of this, and we waste a lot of time. Alright, that's gonna block it. I'm putting a level 3 now. If we break it once we are already at 200 something, then it doesn't really matter much. What I'm gonna do is, let's check around. This one can break because it's not going to overflow anything else. It will just take a long time to clean up this area. So what we could do is come here. This is protected, and I could clear up this wall. Is it any necessary to do so? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna clear up this wall because this zone here is connected to this anti-creep and is connected to this creeper. It will keep on losing a little bit of anti-creep, but it will start flooding this zone, and then we can open this zone. We have 43, so this zone is not strong enough at the time, and we will lose what's in it. So let's see how that goes. This one is going to be conquered very soon. We just need the anti-creep to overflow the creep. That it produces 30 creeps, so it will be overflowed by our combined might. It's just gonna take a tiny bit of time. Okay, and we have a few other mechanics that are interesting. We can use the fire of the forge. The singularity weapon will attract within the area of influence anything within its gravity well, basically. Okay, so this one is gonna explode. Boom. Just exploded. It left behind a circle of power in the campaign of the game. Those circles are empowering your units, whatever you put on it. It just basically boosts them up. In this case here, the circle could be used to send a very long relay, or more often I use it to boost up my turb radius. Actually gives a very good radius for the turb, so we don't need to buy so many turbs, and they're also so costly. So we can place here another relay. There we go. Now we have unlocked the key to gate number 4, and it's currently open, so I'm gonna close it. Why? Let's check what's happening in this area. We have 75, 100, 15, 15, 15, 15, 150, 15 and 15. So this 150 and this 100 are doing a lot of bad. And here we got 215. So this area, now that is separated from this area, blocked by this one-way gate, is actually easily clearable. So let's just open it. Actually, the 150 was pushing so much creep on it that it went over 100, and that's the reason why, despite having put a level 2 wall, it still passed over the level 2 wall. We're gonna have to wait a little bit for the anti-creep to absorb this excess, and then we are going to bring the wall down and overflow this with anti-creep. Now, right now, we would be overflowed because it's 100 level of creeper in this zone, but we have a lot of anti-creep emitters, and we are emitting for 90, so the difference is only 10. Since we are emitting this anti-creep constantly, and the overflow, however, is not being renewed because those two are only level 15, we will prevail, no problem. So let's wait for this to go down. It's almost over. It's a 100.01. It's gonna go down to 100 soon. 100 here. And as soon as it goes 99, there we go. It's open. Now, at first we're gonna be taken over by this overflow. But that's gonna go down really fast. We are down to 30, 29. This goes down. Here, 55. 47, it goes down really, really, really fast. Because it's just basically a dam with a lot of creep inside. Now, there is something interesting here. We are having a weird X. It's currently being decontaminated. Still need to wait a few seconds. How many? Lots of seconds? Oh my god, lots of seconds. Okay, we have to wait for almost 2 minutes for this one to be decontaminated, so we are just gonna take our patience. This one is 300. There is not even point in keeping this open, so I'm gonna put a turn level 4 and close this. It's a waste of anti-creep. We want our anti-creep to be strong. Our forge has created quite a lot of research, so we are going to go for the fire range, the fire rate, the energy efficiency. How much more do we have? 65. And the packet speed. We want our packets to go fast. We have unlocked here a tower that is not like the other ones. This one is green instead of yellow. Now the specificity of this tower, which is green, it's red when it's contaminated. It turns green as everything that's usable turns green. This one you can click on it and move it wherever you want. And when I say wherever you want, I mean anywhere, even on the creep. Now this is really interesting. Why? Because these little things we are currently decontaminating has a special power. It's specific to this map, but also you find them back, those things. They've been created by that gaming community, and they sort of came up with those concepts, and they're pretty cool, so they are reusing the idea on their own maps. This is an annihilator, -20, so should I understand that it will take away 20 creep per salve? I'm going to put it here on this tower, and you can see the radius. It's going to attack the creep and reduce the creep from 20 for every time it triggers. Let's see how that goes. That will help us a lot. Why? Oh, no, okay, it's just waiting for the chip. There we go. Engaging chip function, and it's on. Now you can see that the wave of annihilation pushes the creeper out of the radius, and by doing so it strengthens our anti-creep to go and take over those various emitters. You can use that against very strong emitters and just basically progressively not annihilate the emitter themselves, but how would say inhibit their capacity of creating overflow of creep, and that is really good. Also, I'm putting my terp here on the power zone. There we go. Now I will be able to interact with a much larger radius. Now that is going to explode, and I lost this one. I'm probably going to lose the bonus as well, but that's alright. Our annihilator is actually blocking it pretty efficiently, and this guy is producing 75. We are currently at 100. As soon as this bonus is reconverted, right now, we are at 110. So we are getting strong again. Okay. I can clean up this wall, and ensure that my anti-creep is connected. Now what do we have here? 99, 99. We are now over 99, but we do not have the accumulation of anti-creep. Here they have finished filling up their zone. They are at 99 creeper. So that's quite a lot. As soon as I open that zone, I'm gonna get flowed. But I think we can probably take them from two fronts. So I'm going to open up a path, just not there. I'm going to free up this area, like that. And just be ready for the double attack. We have a little bit of research. I'm going to boost up the fire range again. The fire range will be added to my terp. Now the terp has this radius. It can fire really far. We have unlocked a second power zone. It could be worth having another terp, just so that the whole corner is properly taken. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do another terp at the moment. An alternative to this would be to use the power zone for reactor. That boosts up the reactor quite significantly. It's a good stuff. Now here, what did we get? We got a gateway, like a stargate. This stargate has all the colors combinations. It basically block a specific gate from being connected to its color and create a new channel toward another gate that has the same number. So I can use this, for example, and put it on this gate, and suddenly this gate is not yellow anymore. And as you can see, it's actually getting creep. Why? Because I was a moron and I didn't look at the fact that the gate it connects to is filled with creeper everywhere. So I'm going to take it away. Whoop. Whew. Now, how much do we have here? 99 everywhere, 99, 99. Okay, we have a gate, number 2, and it's connected to a lot of emitters, but they're all at 99. They are all at 99. No, this one is at 110. This one is at 110, and it goes up, 120, 130. So we have overall a good pile of creep, but we are ourselves generating now 110. So soon, I'll be able to use one of my gates, probably this one that's close to other emitters. Or do we have any other one that is closer to my emitters? Not so much, not yet. Maybe this one. This one has quite a few emitters around. It might be a stronger gate. And then we connect it, and by putting it over it, we are going to try to conquer this zone all at once by sucking up on the creeper. And suddenly, as soon as those emitters get converted, they will basically snowball and give us this zone. And that will become suddenly a very strong gate for us to use against the creeper. So what do I mean by that? Once I have converted all those emitters, we will have a very strong zone with a lot of production. And I can use this to convert a currently occupied gate and send all of my anti-creep through that gate and clear up a zone thanks to that. So what I'm gonna do first, I cannot open here. This is a 250 zone. This is a 99 zone. This one we could open, so let's do it. I'm gonna open this zone here. And I'm going to open those guys as well, because they are just 50s. Just this emitter should be enough to clear up those two. Now, fire rate is good, and as soon as I can, I will boost up my energy production. Now, my energy production is actually very good. We're at 60, so those... oh, the inhibitor is finished. It did its job. I could... make it easier by cleaning up this creep a little bit. Let's do that. So I'm gonna take this one here, and I'm going to annihilate the creep in this area. So this one is opening. Those are also 50s. I'm going to open up like this. This one is a 99. I'm gonna wait a little bit. There we go. Those being on their power zone make their fire rate extremely fast. So for the puzzle, it's also for the sake of better gameplay experience. It's also very cool to have those power zones. So we are going to get those, and I'm going to open this one. It's a 99, that should be fine. I'm producing 2 times 110. That will be just fine. Okay, now I'm gonna use this guy here and bite into the creep. There we go. 60, 76, 56. So we are wasting 20 creep every time it triggers. 20, and it's reproducing, of course, but the rate at which the annihilator takes the creep away is pretty strong. It's like a mega mortar, basically. In the game, the mortar is a AoE creep destroyer, and that's basically what's happening. It's like a mega mortar that takes 20 creep level on its radius per click. And as you can see now, they are barely managing to reconquer the zone. Now, for as long as I don't send anti-creep into it, they will remain creepers. They need to be overflowed by anti-creep in order to be turned into anti-creepers. So I'm going to open here, the gate, and I'm going to open here, and now, yeah, there is not even a fight. So, this is done. I can actually use it by putting it here and make this conquest very easy. I am going to reduce the amount of creep on this entire zone, and I'm going to open right here, and now we are overflowing this 99 and filling up this absorber. Now, what do the absorber do? So we have seen quite a few of them. They are funky design. They are little cross like this. All of those designs are taken from the original game and just reconverted into a new funky way of playing. Now, those absorber, once they have been converted, either serve as a gate or give you bonuses. Here, it didn't do anything, it just disappeared, so it served as a gate. For as long as the absorber is here, it sucks on the creeper being generated around. So all of those absorber, and this absorber as well, is blocking the creeper from actually going and accumulating too much. Right now, we are actually opening those absorbers. They are asking for a certain amount of anti-creep, so those are asking for 3,000, but this one here is asking for 25,000, so it takes a much longer time. Plus, it was filled with creeper. So now we first need to clean up the creep that was into the absorber, and then fill the absorber up with anti-creep in order to open it. And once we have opened it, we will be able to progressively reach the mega anti-creeper. No, sorry. The mega creeper, the mega... Oh, I forgot the term. Those are emitters. So the mega emitter. Alright, the mega emitter that is boosting up everything around. We got another power zone. That's pretty cool. Let's put another terp. Well, nice radius. Plus 2 relays. And up we go. The forge is producing pretty fast now. We are going to continue boosting up the packet speed and the build speed, and our forge will keep on building its speed and giving us more research. Alright, our tower has done its job. I'm going to bring it here and do the same, and that's going to be very, very straightforward. Here we have a 140 to 140 emitters. We are currently generating 120, so you might say, okay, 120, even if we got a few of them, versus 140, they cannot compare. But with the annihilator, literally sucking up on the creep generated by those 140 is going to give us the upper hand. We just need a little bit of time. Now, since we are on a tight schedule, there is no point in waiting forever. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to accelerate a little bit. Interesting enough, we managed to free up the bonus. The first emitter has been turned over. It's a 130 this time. Also, this was a power 2. No, it's a power 1, but I must have freed another bonus, probably this one. And done. The two 140 emitters have been turned. And now we actually freed up another moving tower, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't need to go and bring this stuff to a neutral zone every time. Those are basically just to put any of your bonuses that are cheapable. You can put them here. You can put the gate, like the door to the gates. You can put them here. Those funky stargates, you can put them here. You can put a thing on those funky points here. They are like a launch pad, basically. What about the gate number 3? Opens up a 240 zone. So we are not ready for that, but I do see a second annihilator, and this is actually very interesting. This is actually very interesting. So we will come here with the annihilator, bring the creep down with the hope of being able to overturn this one, at least, and get our second bonus, and then go for a double annihilator and really like work hard on those creepers. Now you might be asking me, okay, Bear, what the hell? You actually have this bonus here that you can use to boost up any of your emitters. Why don't you use it? Especially because it could actually really boost up the emitter. Let's try it. I'm going to do it once. Now, I am going to fill up the bar for this emitter, and every time it fills up, it will basically gain a level. So we are 1 out of 5. That means we can upgrade any of our emitters 5 times. We are on a normal emitter. We're currently at 130. With 1 bonus, we're at 140. 2 bonuses, 150. So each of those upgrades, not bonus, each of those upgrades boost up our emitters by 10. On other games, it could be 50. On other games, it can be 20, etc. It depends entirely on how the map maker assumed the balance will be. Now, that means that when this one is completely finished, we will be at 180 anti-creeper strength for this emitter. Often, this is sort of regarded, there we go, we have the max upgrade. Often this is regarded a little bit as a cheat. Not as a cheat necessarily, but let's say that it's a little bit of a beginner versus advanced player. If you use it, you boost up all your emitters. Obviously, you make the puzzle much easier. If you don't use it, you have to figure out which is the proper path, the proper way to boost up your emitters and to beat up the map. I like that much more. Now, unless we face the situation in which we are almost at the end of the map, and we are already cleared up like a nice little zone, like a nice little chunk of the map now, unless you find yourself at the end of the map and it's just impossible to finish it because what's left of the emitters is just too high, it's a too high level that you cannot pass. In this very specific case, then maybe I'd use it. Okay, maybe I will boost up a few emitters to finish the map, but I think the map maker might not have forced that situation. We will see. We'll see how that goes. We have a 130 emitter here. It's a little bit annoying, so I'm going to reduce the creep just to make it faster. And here, I'm going to make it here and start working on our 2 gates. There we go, it's done. This way is gonna turn, this one too. We have to wait now for the creeper to recess. There we go. Alright, so we just need to wait a little bit. This is gonna do its job. I can also boost up the effect of taking the creep away by giving our level 2 gate to a 130 group of emitter. Now what happens if I do that? I think we are overtaking those emitters. The overflow is real, no trouble at all. We are going to place our annihilator differently and make sure that those emitters get turned. Everything is going fine. Okay, this one is slowly but surely getting cleaned up. It takes a bit of time. 25,000 is quite a lot of creeper, but that's working. Oh, if you ask yourself, is it possible to place this sort of strange tower thing in the yellow ones? The answer is yes. Any fixed tower can accept the tower ship, just like the moving ones. I just used the moving ones per convenience. Now we are opening those. We saw that those guys here were getting stronger. We have a 210 on this. What we will do is that we are going to slowly work them up by annihilating their creep. So we are going to use this function given to us, and as soon as this is done, maybe I will do a little bit of work on this as well to force the creep out and allow our anti-creep to be stronger. We have a bit more research and keep on boosting up my basic research for energy and for speed. Right now our research is at 1.94, that's good. And everything goes much faster. Gotta put another turp to get the corner. Right here, there we go. And we gotta move this here and allow for another. I should probably clean this zone first before going there. There is a 210 here, we are at 130 on this side, so those definitely can be cleaned up. Those are a little harder. What I can do is just leaving the annihilator here. It should be enough, probably. Yeah, it's enough to overtake those. And since we are ourselves at 140 by now, the 130 should, in theory, fall. I'm gonna change the place. There we go. And reduce the pressure on this side. Yeah, we are getting close to take this one. Alright, so the next step, I suppose, would be to free up this mega emitter. So, yes, we passed. We are freeing another power. So we will be at 150 now. We're going to pass the 150 emitter. And as soon as we do that, we will force it to the 210. Actually, we can probably already open this. Even if it's 210, under the combined might of so many emitters, it should not be a problem. There we go, it's fair. Okay, we are going to turn the blue one, just to clean it up. Probably gonna give us another power zone. I can move my... Oh, so we got another strange tower chip. It says Creeper Variator, a lot of something, put on any tower, so Creeper Variator. Let's see what happens when I put it here. It's gonna modify the amount of creep generated. This one is 300 and it's going down, so this variator is every 1 minute going to change. I think this is a 110%. They just forgot to put the comma or whatever you want to call the little bar. So it's gonna go down. It's going to affect every creeper generator within its radius, down from 100% down to 10%. But once it arrives down to 10%, it will go back up. And then it's going to go back up 110%. So right now, this 300 creeper emitter is gonna go down to 30. And then once it's down to 30, it will go back up. That's right, 5 by 5. And it will stop at 330. So it will be stronger. But during that time where it goes down, it gives us an opportunity to very seriously reduce the amount of creep. I am going to move this here and put the annihilator on it, and also move this here. I missed it, misclick, and put the viator on it before we reach the 330. So as soon as I move it out, however, the effect is immediately stopped and this emitter is starting to produce its 300 creep again. So now we have our 2 zone ready, and we are going to free up a gateway, a Stargate, you could call it, number 1, and that Stargate number 1 relates to this zone, which we are still not able to take. The emitters in these zones are all 100, however, we have 2 of these emitters that are within the radius of the mega emitter, and that's are boosting up those 2 to 90. What the hell? That should be a lot more. Okay, weird. So this is a 100 zone then. It's a 100 zone. Okay, okay, that should turn then. Should turn. We might want to block this brown. So this brown here, we have a lot of gates, but they are not doing anything. We have a gate here that's not doing much. So we only have a gate here that is being bad. It has 100 emitters, quite a lot of them. And that is it. So to be completely fair, I don't think that it is that terrible. I will send my level 2 gate, my number 2 gate, straight on it and destroy those emitters. Now we are doing a toll on those emitters here, waiting for us to fill up this, and the whole idea is simply to reduce the amount of pressure that we had from the creep. It goes much faster. Yeah, we immediately started putting on some anti-creep. That's gonna free up this zone. We can also free these gates and let our anti-creep pass. Just validating a few more upgrades. So here we have what? 2.16 time. We are generating a lot of research, and that's good. We don't have so much energy efficiency because at the end of the day we are very high on energy, so that's not a problem. We can fill all of our turps. We can even create another one here, and just look how fast the creation will be. That's gonna be tuk 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 tuk. That's for the relay. That's for the second relay, and just a few seconds later the turp will be done. We found the gate number 5, which we are not ready to open yet. We found the gate number 1, which we are very ready to close. Now, what does that do? That does separate this zone, which basically will allow us to open the brown. That does open this zone and separate from this guy. This guy is going to remain at a very high level due to the fact that we cannot yet free up this mega emitter. We are going to free up this emitter. There we go, the zone is freed. So we are freeing up this emitter, and it's gonna have 3 lives. It's going to explode 3 times, but it was so fast that we already finished it. So I didn't see that, but with the annihilator it goes really fast. And we are freeing up the key number 8. The key number 8 goes here and opens 2 zones, 2 very high level zones with this here. But overall, don't think it changes much right now, because the white as well as the red are very high levels. Now, there is another thing I did not explain yet, because that's too much information. We have here this chart. And this chart has been created to show you the level of creep that you have in those various tunnels, in those various gates circuits. All of the gates that have been overtaken by anti-creep are turned into blue. All of the gates that are taken over by creep are turned into purple. Funny enough, the red one is not completely purple, but that's a bug because that should be. Maybe because there are only 2 gates, so it considers, since I blocked this door, it considers that there is virtually no creep in the circuit because the circuit is closed. However, any other circuit that has multiple gates, the circuit is open, and this is the amount of creep or anti-creep that is passing through it. And then you have these 2 very strange symbols, and those 2 symbols are added, and that would be our doors number 1 and 2. And right now we have the door number 2 active with some anti-creep in it. And here you have the levels. The maximum of 50 or minus 50. We can see that we have more than 50 level in our door, and the circuits green, magenta, blue, and white are above 50. However, brown is not. Brown is under 50, so brown is an easy taker. We have worked on the creep. It's an easy taker because we already turned over this one. I'm gonna turn over this guy as well, simply by opening, but already with this guy is gonna go really fast. Crack! And now we're gonna see the anti-creep completely conquer this zone very fast. We can open this wall. Brown is now turned toward anti-creep. Now, we can see that those are above 50, but are they above 150? 2 of them are. The blue circuits and the white circuits are above 150 creep inside. However, the green and the magenta are under 150, and we are currently at 150 ourselves. So if we look at it, we can guess in which direction we should go. So we should either attack the green circuits or the magenta circuit. Can we actually do something here? We can. If we look at it, we freed up the brown, and the brown is connected to the green here and here. So we could open those 2 walls and literally connect the 2 circuits together, free up the green from its creep. We have a lot of green gates. All of those here are empty. This one is empty, this one is empty, this one is empty, this one is empty. So where is our creep? In this gate and this gate. So it would be interesting to look at what sort of level we are talking. We have here 160 and 170, plus this one is 130. So we are around 165 level of creep going into the gate. And here 200, 210, 220, 230, 240. So this is much higher. This gate here is generating most of the creep. What I could do to make it simpler, take a door and close it. And suddenly we are going to see the level of our green gate circuit fall down as we attack the creep. To do so, we are going to move our towers. There we go. Gonna move both of them, make it simple. We are going to turn this one first because it's easier. Actually, I'm failing to pass here, so I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna bring it here instead. And we are going to annihilate because why not? And this one can already start working on the level of creep, and that will help us. There we go. One more time. 2 more time. 2 more time. This one, 135. Boom. One more time. There we go. Done. Then we move our annihilator here and start working on the creep. And we can even look at the level here, as the annihilator will take away a bunch of it. Those are going down pretty fast. As a matter of fact, our annihilator is also attacking the magenta circuit right here, and we see both levels actually going down due to its work being really efficient. Now with this guy, we have reduced the level of all the emitter around, making it much simpler to pass. We are going to bring it here, do the same. You can catch them while they're flying and just make their flight a little faster. We are reducing the level on the green circuits, and soon the green is actually going to turn blue, because this was the only gate where creeper were pouring into. All the other gates were actually empty. There were nothing around it. I could have opened those to make it simpler. I'm gonna do it now, but I could have done that earlier. Just level ones. And here now we have the brown and we have the green that are connected together. I need some terps to be able to do that job, so I'm going to put one here, I'm going to put one there, and that should be enough. Up, emitters. A relay. Can I connect this relay somewhere? I cannot. There is no landing place for the relay anywhere here. Now there is another thing that we unlocked, sort of, and that is here we have this black thing and we have this black thing. Those have the same symbol as this one, the little fox and with a little arrow. So those are basically booster for our special upgrade system. You need to activate them by sending some resources, and they will add up to this special feature. Once again, we are not gonna use it. As long as we manage to do it without, I will do without. Now, I don't know for what reason the background is so funky, but my background is funky. Do I need to rework the cam? There we go. Strange enough. Okay, now it seems to work properly. Alright, not a big deal. It must have been there the whole time. But well. Okay, this is corrected. So we have a few points. The fire range one more time. The speed of transfer one more time. And we will put the build speed to 10. So the build speed is useful for only creating new things. It's not really necessary. Just make it fast to build. So here, as you can see, we are pouring a lot of resource in it, and at some point it will just validate and boost up the amount of upgrade you can do. Maybe the build speed can serve for that, for example. So relay the either the build speed or the packet speed. Here, there, it disappeared, and boom, landed on the special upgrade feature. Now you can upgrade maybe one more time, maybe two more time. Let's check it. Our upgraded emitter says 5 to 6, so now we can upgrade it one more time. Big deal, I don't care. Where are we? We are not doing much progress on this side. We have a 300 emitter, that's why, two 300 emitters. We will need our friend, the annihilator. But first, we need to push. So we are going to push. And we are going to reduce the level of those emitters. Always the same, we want to reduce the pressure. So here I'm going, just for the sake of it, I'm going to validate it. I don't have to. I'm fairly sure we can finish this puzzle without it. What I could do is... Oh, I haven't finished this area. Why? Oh, because we have a 250. Oh, that's why. Okay. We have a 250, 250, 250. Okay, those are pretty big. Actually, this zone is also 240. Once we reach this one, I will quickly try to get this guy here, and then we can go and double annihilate this area. That will go much faster. All right, so this is done. Now we go here. Those guys are very small. That will go fast. 44, done. One more time. Done. All right, so we reached the absorber. Now, we need to, of course, be careful, because when we open those, that's going to be a little bit of a catastrophe. So, quickly, we are going to start working on the creep, and we are going to reduce their capacity and open the gate for the flood. How much is it? 60. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. We are slowly working on their capacity. Our current level is 160 due to this new power. We must have unlocked another one somewhere. I'm not sure where, but yeah, 160. No, we were at 150, so this one gave us plus 10. Now we are going to push. I want to push this emitter that is currently being lowered to 80. This one as well, so we place the variator at the right place. And as soon as we can, we will push. Maybe I closed off for a moment. Oh, we have an anti-creep variator. Let's put it here. And boost up between 100 and 200% per minute. So all of those are now going to be boosted up to 200%. There we go, we have it. So we keep pushing. And as soon as we get our second annihilator, I would love to find another tower. Moving tower, I mean. I can clean up the walls here. They are no longer necessary. Making sure that all of our circuits are connected and that our anti-creep level is equal everywhere. So things are going to stabilize. We are pushing here, that's 300, that's a lot of creep. But how much are our emitters? They're going up to 185. They should reach 320. 320. That's not enough to push the 300 yet, but it's enough to do some damage. We are going to move this guy. We need to lower those emitters that are really strong. Now this is done. Can I do it here? Quickly. We might lose our emitter before that. No, that's fine. We did it. Okay, that should be enough to get our other tower chip. We unblock the key number 6, and this one goes here. We don't want to do that. That would be kind of a bad choice. Can I do my relay? I cannot do my relay. We can put a relay here at the moment. We cannot connect them, not yet. Okay, we got some research. We are going to validate the number 9 and 10 of build speed and the movement speed, because after all we are moving quite a few things. We do not need that to be closed anymore. So our green is fully open and running. And we are starting to work pretty hard on the 300. We build up quite a momentum here, but most important, we are pushing on that side as well. This guy is going to be soon decontaminated. I need to put it here. Why they are still relatively small? They are not small anymore. You can reset the counter by just moving the tower in and out, and that's just basically gain a little bit of time. Yes, it's back to 230, but it would have gone back up anyway. So at that moment, I prefer to see it going down. I think it's more efficient. We managed to get the first 300. Are we going to have? Yes, we got the second 300, and this one is also going down. And we got our first crystal. The first crystal affects every creeper emitter. Now this one is at 100 and... no, okay, that's a bad example. This one is at 90 creeper. It would have been, I suppose, at 100 creeper otherwise. This one is at 270. I wouldn't be surprised if it was at 300. It lost 10% of its capacity. It's the power of the creeper minus 0.1. So now the creepers are at 0.9 of their initial value. Let's put our creeper violator on this tower and move our annihilator here. Do I want to do that? I might want to do that. Now we have the white and blue that are really strong. I think I'm going to conveniently... the white and the blue are still the two strongest. I'm gonna conveniently close one of them, because they are pouring a lot of creep in this area. And I'm going to start working on annihilating this. Okay, we don't need the annihilator here anymore. This is done. I'm gonna bring it here instead. And double annihilator should do a lot of work. We still need this zone to pass, but we are not far. From 250 down to 125, and we are ourselves at 160. We are putting on a lot of pressure, so things should go in our direction soon. I can accelerate a little bit, just so that we don't get to wait too much. There we go. The anti-creep is pushing out. We lost a relay. We lost a relay. Oh, okay. So one of our barrier, we passed the threshold, and the blue emitter exploded. We lost the relay because of that. We can open this one here. Doesn't matter. We can open this guy here as well. We are not going to pass it anytime soon, but you know. Who cares? Yeah, soon those guys are going to be conquered. We will have another reactor. It's a little late for that. Getting last second bonuses. I don't know if it's really relevant. Anyway, we have two emitters here. I'm going to quickly reduce their level. And that should be done. Should be game for this area. Now, what do we do with this red? Okay, we were at 1160 or 70 the last time. Let's check where we are now. 748. Now, this is much more doable. Considering the fact that the others around were also at 748. This guy, however, is still at 924, which is freaky high. Alright. Let's work our way there. And then we're gonna have to close the gate. Can I do that though? Okay, the pink is within our reach, the blue and the white are not. The blue, however, is a little less than white, I would say 350 average. We cannot do them. Okay, how important is it? Oh, let's try to get this Stargate. And I'm going to reduce their power as well. I think that's a good way of doing it. 90, 90, 90. Okay, they are not very strong. It's just that this guy is pouring a lot of creeper out. I could take the gate number 2 and bring it here. That's going to isolate this gate. Bam. We take a lot of creep at once, but it will turn back. It's just because there was a lot of creeper here. It will turn back. I'm not concerned about this. Now that, okay, we stabilized, So now we are going to slowly get back our anti-creep. Okay, we need to lower this level to 1. And to do so, we need to have a terp somewhere that can reach. And we cannot do that. This is frustrating. So let's create a terp and something there. The creation and build of the terp is extremely fast now. We are at 2.92 times. That goes much faster. So this, we are generating a lot. Like, look at all the little bubbles for our forge. We are generating a lot of research. Okay, the zone has been cleared. Our gate level 2 has been freed. We can use it to conquer something else. Now this here is not necessarily a very interesting gate for us to keep. I will go and buy a maximum level wall. I got 2 turps for that and it's done. So that should be a level 9, as you can see. I did click on 10, but you cannot create a wall level 10. That's the restriction of this kind of maps. Because if you create a wall level 10, nothing can pass. But that's a little bit of anti-game, you know, it's unfair to the creeper. So I might want to isolate this gate. There we go. Just doing that. The firing is extremely fast. We are level 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, plus everything is at the max level. Where do we have a gate that has a lot of emitter around? This gate has 4 close by, these 3. This one is not very interesting. This gate, nah. I would say this gate has at least 5 emitter close by. It's a pretty strong gate. This one also have 5 emitter close by. Alternatively, we could consider that we need 2 of them to overtake a zone. Oh, by the way, we finally took that zone and we got a new tower ship. Alright, so we have our double annihilator. What are we gonna do with them? We are going to quickly clear up this zone. First annihilator, tower ship here, Variator. Where are we gonna put it? Here, doesn't matter. Third ship here. Alright. Annihilator 2 here. And that's gonna go fast. Alright, we can open this. There we go. Let the anti-creep do work on all that yummy creeper. Alright. That should be releasable. I don't know if that's a term. Is it a term? Releasable. Let's check our pink. Let's put it here. So does that pass? That's going high, but no, that does not pass. We are going to clear up this one. I can actually even open the wall. Don't care. The other pink or magenta are isolated. So where is the one with the creep? Where's the one with the creep? Was that the only one with the creep? That is surprising. That was not such a strong emitter. No, I think probably... Well, normally this is not connected to magenta. Or maybe there is an exception for creeper. Maybe this one was connected to magenta because of creep. Weird. So now that this one is isolated, we can clear up these and open magenta completely. Now it's gonna go down very fast. There we go. We are completely emptying the creep and done. Alright, so the next stage of our puzzle to finish, and we are doing a good job so far, is to destroy or to turn over this assimilator. Not assimilator. A forgot the name. I forgot the term. Okay. We are currently producing at 200 anti-creeper rate. We are going to put some terps, because why not? Little relay on each of them, so things go faster. Little terp here. Little relay there. Oh, there we go. We got even more power. At the moment, we didn't need to use the singularity weapon. We might not need it in this game, we'll see. But definitely, the singularity weapon might come in handy in other puzzles. So, we have our gate for number 1, which we just released. Okay, just released it. Now we have, that is a lot of strength using the gates. What do we want to use them for? How about this area? This area, which is taken at 315 by white, is currently under the pressure of those super high emitters. If I was to turn one into the number 1 relay and the other one into the number 2, where is my other number 2? Right here. That should probably allow for a reconquest of this area. I'm gonna wait to, try to synchronize them and open here. I'm also going to bring my annihilators and do a toll on this area to allow for better conquest. There we go. That should, not a problem. Our circuits are not, okay, the number 1 is a little bit overflowed. Oh, we got another number 1 here. Let's boost it up. Now we are boosting up the number 1, it's stabilized, no problem. We are pushing with a lot of anti-creep, into the new zone. Here we can put a relay, but for some reason that will not be enough. Cannot connect. Can't connect. Okay. Can connect. So this is gonna open. That's not just a matter of time. We're gonna open this one just to make it faster. And then, let's open our circuits so that we have a good flow of anti-creep everywhere. I'm gonna preemptively open this one, but not yet completely. I don't know what I'm facing. 270. This guy, once turned, boosts up your emitters. But as you can see, the map maker decided that to reduce the radius so that it will not touch any of the emitters. So just to indicate, okay, it's just, cancelled. It's not actually going to provide yet another bonus. We have another bonus upgrade. It's an upgrade. It's a booster for the upgrade. Our upgrade is currently at 8. So we could, it's plus 10 every time. I can just leave the shift U on this one, boost it up at 8, and we'll see at the end what's the difference between an emitter that has been upgraded and a normal emitter. Once again, I think I'm not going to go for the upgrade because I don't really see the point. I think we can beat that map without it. We have our 2 annihilators, and I need to start working on this guy, and we can do that by simply opening the gate number 5. There we go. Now this guy is producing 135, so that will be no trouble at all. And how much does he deliver when... It has 5 life. Okay, this is unnecessary. You can just give it 2 lives. It doesn't need to be 5 lives. That changes really nothing. The anti-creeper violator should act on it. Oh, that's anti-creeper. Sorry. So anti-creeper should go here. It's the creeper violator that we should place in this place. Okay, come here. Where is my creeper violator? Where did I leave it? Sometimes it's really hard to find your bonuses back into this old mishmash of symbols and numbers. Here, no, that's our anti-creep again. Okay, our level 8 is up and running. Our level 8 is 400 anti-creeper against a 200 normal one. Oh, we got another one. So it's gonna go level 9. And there you go. Okay, the level 9 is at 470 anti-creeper. So I stand corrected. It was not 10 per. It seems to me that it is 10% per. And since we have 9, that doesn't work either. Is it a progressive bonus? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? To reach 270 after 9. 10, 20, 30, that would be 60. 40, that's 100. 150 at 5. 210 at 6. 280 at 7. That doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so we clear up the zone of there. Now, this guy is being difficult. I'm going to force its doom by annihilating all the creep that it can generate as fast as it does it. Okay. Our white circuit is still very high. Why? Because of this guy. This guy is still linked to very high emitters. Oh, that's where our creeper violator is. It's actually doing a toll on this guy, and that's good for us. Okay, so that's gonna go fast. 3 lives. Boom, 2 lives. We destroy the creep as soon as he makes it. Alright. We have linked all of our circuits up there. Good stuff. So I cannot release those. If I release those, then the white circuit is open, and the white circuit currently contains 625 creep. So that would definitely overflow everything. There we go. Alright, the last super emitter has been conquered. And this time it will boost up our emitters. We are at 1,300. To the red, so that's very convenient. We can open this, close this one, open the gates. Can we open the gate number 1? Not yet. Soon. So, what to do? I think this is where you have to open the gate number 8. We are facing a lot of creep, 500 and 400, but we are going to annihilate it, so little bit by little bit things are gonna go much smoother. Let's bring this one here, and let's bring this one, let's say there. That's probably where the most creeper was, the most creep, and that will definitely work for us. Maybe I could open this guy. Don't know if that's a good idea. gonna be a lot of creeper. It's a lot. Is it going down? It seems to be slowing a little bit. Not fast enough. But we have reduced the creep in the circuits down to 165, which means that I can reopen the second time now that this one is closed, and up. It should be fine this time. We can also open the circuit to our own. The white to the green, and to the brown, and here to the brown. We prepare also the opening for those. There we go. Now if you wonder why there is 3 level of wall, is because you can use those as landing platform for turps and other things like that. They require a 9 square, so 3 by 3. You can use those that way. All right, so we are doing a tool on this. We can open the gate number 8. There we go. Our anti-creep is flowing, and this creeper, this anti-creep is gonna be 700. 700. Things are gonna go fast. The gate number 1 will be able to open soon. We actually could open this one, this wall. We still have a little bit of creep to deal with. So what I could do is move my annihilator. Do I have a landing pad somewhere? I think it's not even gonna be necessary. Just in case. Here is actually quite fine as well. Okay, we are good. Opening the number 1, getting the power. Our emitters are 210. What else do we have to do? I think that all of the circuits are done but the blue. And the blue... Where's the blue? The blue have those 4. Okay, so this one was probably a big one. I'm gonna put my number 1 on this. Okay, cool. And where is blue? Blue is here. This is empty. This is empty. The others are quite empty. It's really just this one. Yeah, it's really just this one. Okay, so we can now open the walls. The blue circuits is getting emptied of all creeper. Do we have other blues that we need to open? Yes, now we can open the blue into our main circuits. So basically they're all connected. And as soon as all the circuits are gonna be connected together, our anti-creep will take over. Because we don't have the time to waste, I'm just gonna put a few more turps, a few more relays. There we go. And fire range and fire rate is next, which will make things even faster. We can reopen this guy by just putting this one away. Creeper Viator. Okay, so let's make things a little simpler. We could send an annihilator here. Probably a Viator here. And another annihilator. Oh, that was a standard one. Where is my non-standard one? Is it the one? Yes, that's the one. This one you can move. I'm gonna make it here. And this is the very last... Okay, we have 2 last zones. And the puzzle is over. And slowly but surely, the blue replaces the purple. We are going to open the very last few walls that are going to flow our anti-creep into the circuits. Now all the circuits are linked together. We can open the gates number 7 as well. It was closed. the gate number 6 as well. Not a problem. There we go. We can put down the walls and finish the map. Just enjoy it. The very last moment of the creep. I can see that there is still quite a bit here. I'm going to send one of my annihilator. Again, I did not want to boost up my as a not a simulator. Oh my god, emitters. So probably this is why we needed to boost it up, because if you boost it up, you're at 490. Actually, I am within the range, but yeah, that's not exactly something I wanted to do. Where did I put my stuff? Here. There we go. And this guy is gonna help. How much is this? 270. That's why. Okay. We are going to pass this guy. He does not have for long. This is finished. Therefore, we could put it in the middle here, or even there. And reduce the creepers. And there we go. You love to see it. The very end of the creeper. I hope you enjoyed. There are plenty more where it comes from. I will submit the score. It's probably not very good. 4,000 doesn't matter. I will post regularly on the channel puzzles of the sort, other games puzzles, maybe some point and click, maybe some hide and seek, hide and seek, yeah. Hidden object and other things like that, little indie games, puzzles, jigsaw puzzles. That will be mostly the content of the channel. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy doing those puzzles. Please do not hesitate to comment in the comment section and share with me your passion for puzzles. And if you have some great idea or great games that you would like to recommend, I'm a big taker of feedbacks. See you in the next one. Bye bye.